Good day to you, my viewers, my listeners out there, and to all my subscribers. You're welcome to my BizFX Academy. Yeah, to this video, I want to look at a topic I tagged how to enter and exit a trade in Forex. This is a major issue to most people, especially newbies, those intermediate traders. If you're a professional trader, this video you can also look in. I know majority of professionals are already know how to enter and exit a trade, but those intermediate traders and newbies are still, they're still learning. So majority of the newbies and intermediate traders, they're still finding it difficult on how to enter and exit a trade. Now I want to talk on this topic, and if you are new to this channel, please feel free to subscribe to this channel. This is Mikey's FX Academy, and the number below is our WhatsApp number. You can actually reach us on this number. Feel free to give a thumb up and like this video if it's of a great value to you. Now we're going to look at this topic, and I want to use the jump 10 index as our case study. Now currently what we have on the chart, as you can see, if I turn this to the line graph, you can see it's a strong down movement. As you can see, we have, this is an impulsive move, and we have from the bullish move, we have a strong downfall. Now if we turn it to the candle pattern, now the trend finally changed here, and as you can see, we have a strong corrective move, another impulsive move down here. Impulsive is an impulsive move. Price tried to do a correction, and it kept falling. Try to do a correction. Try to do a correction. These are monthly candles. Understand? Price try to do a correction, and what do we have? What do we have? Okay, we have this strong impulsive move. We have this correction, as you can see. It's a corrective move. Understand? And another, impulsive downward move. This is exactly what we have currently on the monthly time frame. It's exactly what we have for the monthly time frame. Now we're going to break this down a little for those of us who are still learning, who are new to Forex. Yeah, so this is how the move has been. The monthly time frame is less noisy like what we have on the lower time, like the 5 minutes. If you go down to the lower time frame, you see multiple movements. Everywhere is so busy with candlestick going zigzag, but on the higher time frame, you don't get it that way. You get it so so in one direction, so respectful. The trend, the chart is so neat and fine. Now this is where we currently are on the monthly time frame, and this is our area of interest. We are looking at what will happen within this zone, because this area is already, price has already left this zone, and this is where we currently are. So I want to guide us on what is going to happen within this zone. And as you can see on this zone, we have, something like this. This is our area of interest. As you can see, we have multiple weak rejection. We have price came down and got rejected, came down again, got rejected to the upside, and it went to rally and came down, and what happened? Another strong rejection and another push to the downside, and with a strong wick, and we got rejected here. Now let's push down to the lower time frame so we can find a possible entry or possible um, reaction, what to do when price gets to our area of value. Now price is trying to move to the upside. If I turn on um, my indicator, I like using indicators whenever um, I'm trading the forex. I like using indicators, and I also want to introduce the indicators I use so that it will be we'll be able to get things right. Now let's turn on the RSI. This is how the RSI is. This is my setting for the RSI. Normally the RSI comes with the number setting is period 14 close, the color of a choice, and this is it comes with the oversold region 30 and 70, but this is how I set mine. I set mine the oversold region 20, the overbought 80, and I like leaving this level 50 to know a strong move. Whenever price is below the level 50 mark, this I know is a strong sell, and when price is above it, I know it's a strong buy, and I give it a color of my choice. Now on the period, I like putting my period on period 15. I like leaving it until you can HLC slash G price, and I give it a color of my choice, and I okay. Now if you look at what is happening on the weekly time frame, I also like using moving average on my indicator window 2, and this is how I set my moving average down there. I like using the period 12 and exponential. This is how I set my moving average, no level, and I give it a color of my choice. I like using the green color. This is how it is currently. If you look at the moving average, this is what we're experiencing. See, the moving average is, whenever the moving average is at the oversold region, we're expecting a change in trend. Now let me take this color off and show you something that is key. If you look at what is happening currently, this is what is happening here. This is what is happening. Right, it's actually from a lower high here. No, a lower high here, and let's turn it to the line graph. You see what price actually formed a lower high here, and this is a lower low. This is a lower low. Excuse me. This is a lower low. But if you look at what the RSI is saying, it's quite different from it's quite different from what the price is saying up there. Look at the movement on the RSI. We're getting something like this, a strong indication for an uptrend. A strong indication for an uptrend. Exactly what we're getting on the RSI chart window, the indicator window 2. Exactly what the reading we are getting here. Look at what is happening. Look at the low. This low before the current low is quite different. The reading is quite different. If you look at this low, let me change the color. Look at this, the last low we have here, and the previous low. The previous low is saying something different. It's saying something different. Look at what it's saying. We're expecting price to go up since it's a downtrend. If you look at it from this level, This is what we're expecting. We're expecting price to either move up this way and form a lower high, or we'll have a break of structure. But that is exactly what we are that is exactly what we are looking at. We have a break of structure, and this is the last swing high. This is what we have here. The last swing high before this low. This is what we have here. Look at what we have here. We have this before this. So if we have a break of structure, then we are looking at price retesting the trend line, then pushing downwards to the downside like this. And if it doesn't go this way, and we have something like this, a break, and we have something like this, a break, that's good. Either break, then retest this zone to check the strength. If it doesn't go down, then we have something like this. Price move to the upside to this supply zone. This is the supply zone here. Price move to the upside to this zone, and do a rebalance, something like this. Look for a strong zone like this. You'll have multiple rejection. Price could come down here, then continue to the upside. This is how the forex market actually move to another supply zone. That is why we normally have this this move, this zigzag movement. Price always respect supply and demand zone. Excuse me. So let me take this off. Let me clear this chart off. Now this is what we are currently seeing. We are expecting a high, price to form another lower high to respect this move, to respect this movement, to respect this zone, or if it doesn't respect this, what we're expecting should be within this area, because you can see this is a supply zone as well. And why do we call it supply zone? If you look at this region, you see multiple weak rejection. This is the weekly time frame. I will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 weeks. This is about 10 weeks of price trying to break this zone. So we have a lot of sellers within this region are waiting for price to come down here to push price to the downside. Push price to the downside. But I don't think with what we have here, price could go further than this region. Price could either come here, retest this zone and push upward. So this is a cool area if I want to sell this, sell this zone. If I want to make, an entry, I could just come down here and look for a possible entry within this candle. This is what gave rise to this candle, this move that gave rise to this a little push down here. And what happened when price fell? Try to rally back, and what happened? We have a continued movement, because whenever you see a move where the bearish candle is engulfing, you know, um, forming where there's a good bearish engulfing move like this. We're expecting price to fall down, and this is what happened here. And in within this region, we have a lot of sellers, are waiting in smaller, regions like this, and that is exactly what we're expecting within this zone. So in this zone, there will be sellers also are waiting to push the price. Packet of sellers are waiting to push the price down to the downside. This is the weekly time. Let's look at it from the month daily time to see, uh, look for a possible entry, and this is what we are getting. This is where we can actually see, okay, when price move to this area of interest, which we can actually take, um, make a move. Like when price moves to this zone, this is the monthly zone, we can actually place our entry here and see this is my entry position. This is my entry. You can actually see this is my entry zone, and my stop loss will be above this zone. This is my stop loss will be like 10 pip above this candle, 20 pips, so I can bring my crosshair to and take 20 pips above this, which is roughly, this is about 20 pips. 20 pips is 20 pips is within this zone. This is 20 pips within 101.122.6. So I'll say my 20 pips is within this zone here. Okay, so I'll get my horizontal tool and take my 20 pips, 1011.2. There's my tick my stop loss. You can place a stop loss. It's very important to place a stop loss whenever we are trading. Place our stop loss. Whenever you place an entry, always remember to use a stop loss. This will help us minimize our loss in case anything happen. In case there's anything funny, you can actually see these are stop loss zone. You can place your stop, and our possible exit, where to take profits. You look at our left, you can actually minimize your screen a bit and you look for a possible exit. This is the weekly, this is the daily time frame, and our possible exit is where we have multiple rejection to the downside. You can actually see that is our TP zone. You can actually place this area. Let me change, make it a positive color. Yeah, this is my TP zone for this trade. So I should be looking at this as my take profits. Price could actually, progress further down, but I don't want to be greedy. I don't want to over trade and say, oh, I must take everything in one trade. So I can just come down here and place my TP and see when price get to this place, I'm out of the market and we are good to go. This is roughly over 50 pips. I have like 58 pips, and this is good money if you know how to, you know what to do. You can actually get out of this market when you get 50 pips out of this trade. Yeah, that is how to cash, the market, and you enter and exit a trade. Majority of us actually know how to do this. So with this video, I believe you can actually understand how to enter and exit a trade. So feel free to join us anytime at Mikey's FX Academy. Feel free to subscribe, give a thumb up if this video is of a good value to you. You can call or WhatsApp me anytime, any day. Um, a mentorship program. You want to know how to trade, you want to know how to exit, you want to know how to enter a trade, you want to know how to set up your system. You have you want to know how to use indicators. Majority of us don't actually know how to use indicators. You want to know how to use indicators if you are very familiar with the candlestick pattern, and or let's say you don't really know how to, you don't really know the candlestick pattern. You want to know how to, how to understand the candlestick pattern. I have an indicator for that. I can actually tell you the names of candles on the chart. Majority of us don't actually know um, candlestick pattern. We've come across it, we've read about them, we don't really know how to identify them when we see them in the chart. This is a very strong indicator that tells you all the names of the candle on the current trend. And this work with time. When you have a good network, you see every candle that forms when there's either a reaction on the price, want to react to the downside or to the upside. You get the name of the candle, that whenever that candle forms, you see, what is actually going on. And you need to know certain things about the trend. Like what I have here, majority of us don't know what divergence means. Like what I have here, you see price is not agreeing with RSI. Price is giving us a downtrend. RSI is saying something different from the price. All these are key informations on the charts that you actually need to know. These are key informations. Majority of us don't know how to identify all this. I can actually assist you. I can actually assist you. See something, I can actually assist you with what I can see on the chart. This is another strong move. Look at what the charts, what is happening up there in the chart, and what we have on the RSI. If you look at what we have on the chart, we have this. This is what the price is actually doing up here. And if you look at our RSI is saying something different. This is a strong, you know, um, um, this is a strong leading divergence. This is a this is a divergence, bearish divergence, a strong leading bearish divergence that majority of us don't really know how to identify this. And if you come to Mikey's FX Academy, we'll be able to guide you, school you, tell you what to expect on every move on the charts. When you see them, you can actually spot them. So once again, you are welcome. Feel free to communicate with us. What the things you don't understand can actually assist you. And I want to encourage us, if you know you don't have a good system and you don't have a laptop, please try and get one, because it will help you with technical analysis. You cannot use a mobile phone. Majority of us want to go into the forex market and we jump into getting a mobile phone and say, with this mobile phone I can actually do well. You can't succeed, you can't make progress with the mobile phone. Please, you can make progress. The only way you can make progress with technical analysis, if you have a good system, you have a laptop, you have a desktop, fine, you can actually call in and I'll be there to guide you, to assist you, to help you with the right information so that you're able to achieve success in trading forex. So I'm going to stop this video here, and I'm going to see you in the next episode. Have a great day.